Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of Live with Laini and Leslie. And today's topic is near and dear to both of us because we recently just did a competition and or a big event. And so what we want to talk about today is how competition can actually help reveal your character. So Laini just got back from a marathon in San Francisco and
half marathon.
Half marathon.
Half. I went half the distance.
And I just got back from a weightlifting competition in Salt Lake City. And both of us had very similar experiences, even though they were very different events. One is an endurance event and one is a strength event. So we both, on the date of our events, had giant moments of doubt.
Like, why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this, right? And can't we just continue with the training? Do I actually have to do the thing that I've been training for? And yeah, it's important to do the things that we do the training for. And it's really important to sign up to do things.
Yeah, so as we were talking about this, we'll tell you more about our individual events in a second here. But when we talk about changing our health and our fitness and our happiness, we always talk about setting goals. And one of the most important things about setting your goals is actually writing them down and putting them in front of your face somewhere where you can see them, whether that's a sticky note or whether that's in your journal. And in this case, whether it's signing up for a competition or a challenge at work or at your gym or online or anything like that. And so that's what we want to say is one of the ways you can hold yourself accountable to a certain goal is to sign up for some sort of competition.
Sign up for it. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm not competitive. I don't want to do the competition thing. And most organized events have some sort of, you know, you got first, you got second, you got third. But we all have a spectrum of ability, right? So it's okay if you're not going to be first, second, or third, because what is awesome is what you learn about yourself along the way, along the training path. You learn what your goals are, what your values are, and your character is revealed to you. So you sign up for the event, and then now we've got this goal. And if you could work with Laini and I to, you know, get ready to do the event, or if you're doing it on your own, that's totally cool. But now you've got a set of little mini objectives that are going to help you achieve that goal, right? So when you were thinking about your half marathon, you had some weekly and monthly objectives, I think.
I did.
Yeah.
So in my case, we'll back this up and say why it's good to sign up for an event. Just to sign up for an event.
Absolutely.
So,
put a little fire in under your belly.
Exactly. So my husband really enjoys running. So last June, so what, 9 months ago, almost 10 months ago, I got a little email that said there was discounts on registering for rock and roll, marathons. So I thought, well, where would be a fun one to go? So that's how I chose the race, is I wanted to go to San Francisco.
Nice.
And we signed up for a half marathon in June of 2018. Now, I don't consider myself a runner. I don't really enjoy running, but I thought that'll be enough time.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun. I'll start running. Well, that never really happened. And January came, and I ran a little bit.
Right. Then
and
it
then
snowed.
I didn't.
Snowmageddon came.
Meanwhile, I talked a few more of my friends into walking it with me, and they were like, yeah, this is great. And pretty soon, by a month before the race, we were looking up couch to half marathon training plans. But we had all committed to doing the race, and we'd all committed to doing something together and to moving our body and to having an experience.
Yes.
So we all showed up, whether we were trained or not. My husband was. He did very well. The rest of us went out and had an enjoyable run, walk, picturesque moment together, and it was awesome. And we finished, and we had a great time.
That's so great, because sometimes you might sign up for an event and things just aren't going as planned. So Laini was totally motivated to train for a half marathon, and it just didn't happen.
No.
And she could have said, heck with that, I'm not going to do this half marathon. But there's always an option to walk, and then you have your friends, right? And so now the event becomes less about completing it in a particular form and more about the experience.
And just keeping your word to yourself. You signed up with yourself, you committed with your friends.
Yes.
So just do it. Make the best of it and get out there and do it.
Absolutely. So that reveals a lot about Laini's character. That she got there, she recognized that it just the plan that she thought she was going to have in place wasn't there, and she shifted her mindset. Okay, this is going to be a different kind of event, and that's okay. And the same thing happened in my competition. So in my weightlifting competition in Salt Lake City, it was the national championships for the old people, masters. And I missed my first 2 lifts. And I had an opportunity to see what I was made of. Was I going to crumble? I have three chances to make my first lift.
Now let's back this up. She was training. She did
Yes.
stick to her protocol. So that's even more frustrating when you put in all the hard work and something goes awry competition day.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
So competition day, my plan was not going the way that I planned for it to go. My coach said, this is not going the way we planned. And in my brain, I'm like, this is not going the way I planned. What am I going to do? I could either feel bad, crumble under the pressure, or I could rise. And lucky for me, I also had a friend at that event who is my competitor, and she's my biggest competitor. And she came up to me and said to me, please get back in this game because it's way more fun when you're in it. And so after I kind of like dried my eyes and I gave her a big hug and she was already going to win, I said, yeah, you're right. I need to go out there and make this a fun comeback. So I get to learn what it feels like to come back from being down on the ropes, if you will. And then there's a second part of that competition and I had to just think, okay, new breath, new lift, new breath, new competition. So sometimes you don't train and you show up and you're like, well, I'm going to reassess and swerve what this event is going to mean to me. And sometimes you do train and it doesn't go that way and you have to reassess and swerve. And that's where both of those things reveal to us what our character is about. And it's all about being able to improvise, adapt, and have a positive mindset about the thing that we're doing.
Navigating the roadblocks.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what it's like.
Yes.
In health, in life, anything. No matter what goal you're setting for yourself, whether it's to get a degree, whether it's to buy a new house, whether it's to lose some weight, or get your PR on a clean and press, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Half marathon, which I will
you
never
start
do.
training and you decide, maybe this isn't what I want. That's okay.
And that's totally okay.
I decided I didn't really care that much about running, so I didn't run.
Exactly.
But if it is something that you really care about and something goes awry, you have to decide, am I going to let this crush me?
Right.
Or am I going to do the best I can and come back and learn from it?
That's exactly right. So there's a lot of really fun events in Bozeman coming up. There's some running events, Sweet Peas happening. There's like a Mother's Day 5K. There's like the Canine 9K. There's the Festivus Games at my CrossFit gym. So there's all these opportunities. There's Spartan Race, Beer Olympics, fun things. So consider what would be an event that would motivate you to get out and be, regularly moving your body or give you something to train for. And also try not to hold on to the outcome of that event so strongly that you miss all the things leading up to it, right? And it's also totally normal on event day to be completely doubtful of your ability to do the event. And that's part of it. That is part of the journey. That makes it so fun.
It is. And just so you know, what's really cool is that I think just society-wide, all of these events, while there is definitely a winner and a prize at the end, they're also a lot more inclusive to getting people involved and creating a sense of community. So a lot of these races have costumes.
Yes.
So sometimes I just go for the best costume.
Absolutely.
Which I did get in the Santa run.
Oh, yes, you did. That's right.
That I didn't totally run. But there's different ways that you can participate with your friends, with your coworkers, different things you can do. So go out and have fun.
Absolutely.
And competition can be a good thing.
It can be really good. Enjoy the journey, and we'll see you again in next Wednesday. All right.
Bye.